go with episode 53. And just to add more to what I was going to say at the end of the last episode. They answered my question. I had the question, well, how can he create 25 clones when, the others can't do that, but then they have better control of the chakra than he does? Well, clearly, if he has a potential to generate 100 chakra, and he wastes 55 of it, which means the best he can do is use 45 chakra. And the others have a potential to generate 30 chakra. Like Sakura has a potential to generate 30 chakra, and she can use all of it. She doesn't waste any of it. She uses all 30 chakra. And Sasuke can generate 45 chakra, and he uses 40 and wastes 5. Their maximum chakra is still going to be below Naradu's 45, even though he's wasting an additional 55. That's how he can generate more than them, even though he's so much more wasteful than they are. So if he can stop wasting, the sky's the limit for him. He can do anything, way more than they can. But that's why they're not wasteful, but they're still below where he is. Because even with him wasting, it's like a fire hose. The Dresden Files talked about this. Like the reason the wizard in the Dresden Files uses a magic wand and a magic staff is those are foci. They help him focus his magical energy to do exactly what he wants to do. He can't do it mentally. Like there's only so much you can do in that universe with those magic rules. There's only so much you can focus in your mind. You need objects to help you focus. So he channels his magic through the magic wand, and then he can use like a pinprick, amount, a very small amount to like burn a hole in the door or something like that. Whereas if he didn't have the magic wand, he would just blast the door to smithereens. He couldn't burn a hole through the door because he can't focus his power. Plus, he wastes a lot of power. So, and he used the equivalent. He used the metaphor of a fire hose. You have a hose that you can control the amount of water that shoots out, and the less water shoots out, it still comes out in the same pressure, so it can be used better, right? So the way they described it in that novel series was he wastes 95% of his magic without the foci. He wastes 95% of his magic for 5% with the hit where he actually wants to hit, with the impact he wants to hit, right? So it's so wasteful. And in that novel series, just like this series, you have to build up your magic. You have to build it up, and you can deplete yourself, and then you have to recover the magic before you can use more magic. So you can't burn yourself out. So you have to be careful, right? You have to like husband your resources, and be careful with how much you use. So that's because I'm familiar with that magic system. This feels like a lot of the same to me. So it's easy to keep track of what they're talking about. So that clears that up for me. Like it makes sense. And so if you can learn to hone your control and learn how to control and not waste so much of your chakra, you're going to be unbeatable. And that's what this guy's trying to teach me. Now let's find out what's up with Frog Boy here. Now this is just after the theme song, but there is no black spot apparently. I can't, it just goes immediately into video. But this is literally, a few frames past the theme song. So, you know where we are? We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. You just got knocked the F out. Really? Yeah, I guess he's out. Ain't nobody coming back from that. I still don't agree with that. That is one scary tongue. I don't think that being this dramatic is that necessary. I don't know. I don't know if I'm vibing with the Toad Sage. Oh, he's got the. We saw that on Samurai Champloo. Weird shoes. So now you care about it, man. Yeah, your research. Why not just go out on a date, dude? Make out paradise, huh? There's nobody making. Oh, that's what he was reading. Interesting. There's nobody make it out in the bath. Like, just go to a bar, pick up chicks. I don't know, man. I like that he's morally outraged. Yeah, yeah. I guess his voice carries, doesn't it? His voice carries. He does seem to shout everything he does. He reminds me of the Disney actor, the Disney child actors. They shout all their lines, yeah, why don't you train me some Toad stuff? Uh oh. Everybody can do it, man. You're behind. Kick his ass. Hey, random stranger I just ran into in the street. Teach me. So now you got to kiss his ass just so he'll teach you. You can do better, dude. You can do better. I love this sensei's just laid out. Face down, I think. Goddamn Sage. Hey, man. Language, sir. You can't say shit like that. I do like these morally outraged. Yeah, these last two, the two episodes I've seen today so far, he's called him Pervy Sage. They're a lot more juvenile than this. Reminds me more of like the first 10 episodes. They're a lot more immature than we've been getting. Which again, that's the demographic you're going for. Damn, man, kick his ass. So he's literally a sexual harasser. That's what we're saying. I mean, I guess peeping is also harassing, but that's what I'm saying. Turn around and leave. Like, what are you thinking? You have plenty of choices. Walk into a bar and ask if anybody knows anything. That'd be better than this. What an amazing coincidence. I walked 6 feet down the road and here I am running into you again. Yeah, I calls him like I sees him. He's broadcasting your business literally out on Front Street. Yeah, damn. Damn, apparently that's what Barbara Walters did to Sage Steele, man. You just got the Sage Steele treatment. Go to a bar. That's what I'm saying. They're appealing to a certain demographic, right? So I guess this is part of that. They're even doing the music. Unbelievable. Are we sure this isn't filler? That's right. Kick his ass. I'm going to stalk you until you teach me. And that's actually probably really him, isn't it? Yeah, it was an illusion jitsu. But I'm really dumb though, so it's possible. Maybe you shouldn't have sat up and broadcast. You know, just sneak away. We're pretty far away from water, so I can't do it. I don't like the sound of that. Is the cows come home? Is that a something that people would say in Japan? Yeah, thanks for the close up of the ass. Yeah, here's the thing though. Normally, I would say that the writer, like, this sounds like an American writer is trying to write Japanese characters, and they slip that saying in there, right? Till the cows come home, or writing future, 200 years from now, they say shit like that. Probably wouldn't happen, right? But here's the thing: this was written in Japanese. It was written in Japan by Japanese writers, so it makes me think that was a translation. They used some other phrase in Japanese, and the Americans translated it into an American saying rather than whatever the Japanese saying was. Yeah, that's right, chump. Hey man, watermelon's good. Now we're talking. Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, there he is. Oh, so you were hide like a little bitch, huh? He did stomp you out, so being hungry is not a character trait. Arrest this man. Hey man, I got your fruit. Get me paid. So I was just playing you. I love this anime trope. You can't talk to somebody unless you do this, right? Especially when you're outraged. And then I'm gonna kick your ass. Probably. I like his little pervy fingers. This voiceover actor is really selling it, man. Can you imagine this? These are the lines they give you. That's like, look, I need my paycheck up front, man. This is why they brought that up. They knew they were going to do this. So he goes headfirst into a well. He couldn't go any other direction, huh? Maybe he needed to cool himself off. They do know this is fake, right? I'm going to keep asking that question. Even if it wasn't fake, you're acting ridiculous, but it's fake, dude. Oh, shit. That's right. Burn his ass up. I like how he had a monocle there for a second. Yeah, pretty much. That's a good question, actually. Does he have to have seen a picture of this to be able to duplicate this? I would think so, right? Which, wouldn't be shocking that he's been accessing these magazines. That's gray hair, right? Which means you're probably like 40, 45. Pathetic. Kiss my ass. Yeah, I agree. Was it Pervy Sage? Maybe he's actually like, the character is actually like 12 or 13, just pretending to be older. Could even be imitating the real life figure who wrote the book. Thank God. I'm going to. Well, this is better. If it's only 2 inches, you don't fall down as far, right? But if you can still walk on it, then you can walk on it. Keep focus. Here's the thing: what is this guy teaching you that the other one didn't already teach you? You already know you got to put your chakra in your feet, and you got to focus. So what else do you need to know? Actually, think about it. What else does you need to know? We've had enough of that. Denied. Jesus. Oh, he's trying to distract him on purpose. I think he's trying to get him to focus no matter what's being said. There's like 6 points, right? It looks like there's more than that. Eight points. Oh, I see. Okay, that's right. Right, right. Are you evil though? That's the question. Hey man, don't be touching my stomach. Right. So it may be harder for him to channel his chakra. Exactly. Still can't focus if you're distracted, huh? Can't tell if he's evil. He's definitely disturbed, but he might actually be evil. Yeah, well, you can't be trusted though. That's the problem. He's gonna try to break the seal, ain't he? Yes, he is. That's right. Release that evil. That's why you don't be getting help from random strangers. It's gone, isn't it? Uh huh. See, now he'll be able to. I guess maybe that was holding him back. Hadn't really thought about that. Right. It was interfering. They knew that though. They're out here having him engage in competition when they knew that he was inhibited by the seal. That doesn't seem. Then he'll really be powerful. He is walking all over that water. It's like they're putting him out there with one hand tied behind his back. They knew that that was going to interfere with his ability to control his chakra. Yep, evil chakra, which is going to take you over. Yeah, say, yeah, I remember being evil for about 10 minutes. Yeah, it's around episode 19, I think. That's when I kicked that punk's ass with that fox chakra. So Ibusa, whatever. Well, no, he went head first into the well, didn't he? So incompetent. Shouldn't he be reporting this to the police and coming back with some people and arresting this dude? Basically, he's hijacked your training. Because what if this guy was evil? Naradu's so naive, he's just going to take help from anybody, right? The evil people could have sent somebody in and just completely steer him the wrong way. Because this could be anybody, right? He needs to learn not to take help from any random person. Hey, even the toad has what's that on his head? A towel? Can't tell if that's because sometimes they do the hot rocks, right? It's either a hot rock or it's a towel. Looks like a towel. So Ibusa just never came back. Here he is. Okay, you're under arrest. Yeah, it seems like those searchers were incompetent. He kicked your ass and you're still not snitching on him. Surely you can't be serious. Yeah, but what you don't understand is I don't care. Does that look like the face of somebody who gives a shit? Oh, that was terrible. They're catering to a demographic. You can't sit there. I was just watching a YouTube video yesterday talking about why Rotten Tomatoes sucks ass. And the biggest reason it sucks ass is you've got people who are not fans of a genre criticizing the genre. Like for instance, somebody who likes action movies and maybe raunchy comedies and sci-fi stuff watching Barbie. They're 50-year-old man has never seen like that kind of movie before, and he's going to come in there and watch it, and he's not going to enjoy it, and he's going to criticize it. It's not your demographic, dude. Like that movie is not for you. Not everything is for everybody. Most of the show is for me. What they've been doing the last couple episodes, their comedy is not for me. So that's fine, right? Like I'm not hating on it. I'm not enjoying it, and I'll be honest, I'm not enjoying it. But there's enough here to keep me interested. Like there's definitely more going on with this dude. Than, I guess I'll need to learn his name too. There's definitely more going on with him than meets the eye. And apparently he seems opposed to the what we'll call him the big bad Ochronane or whatever. The big bad. He's probably not even the big bad. He's probably just the big bad's dragon. Is the way I see it. The second in command, the enforcer. He seems so. There's more going on there. He seems opposed to it and everything. And this is, but it feels like filler, even though it's not filler. It feels like we're just kind of like spinning our wheels and running out the clock until we can get to the next story arc, which will be the next exam, right? And we got to show him training. We need. I always knew we need a couple episodes of training, so we need to show that. And so the way, since you can't have a lot of fights, that's some of the ways you entertain. The 12 to 15 demographic, either fights or comedy, right? Now in the fighting scenes, they also had some comedy that was pretty subtle and good stuff, right? but they were fighting, so they didn't need to have the lowest common denominator type comedy they've been using the last couple episodes. Since they're not fighting, they have to go with the lowbrow comedy. So it makes perfect sense from a writing point of view. You know, and it keeps the fights from becoming boring because you're not having a fight every single episode. So that all makes sense. It's just, but it's just not for me. That's all.